At a meeting in London, the world's 7 most advanced economics concluded the agreement that will help start the battle against major corporations avoiding paying tax in countries where they make huge sums. The finance ministers also made a pact in principle to a worldwide minimum corporate tax of 15%, which is aimed at ensuring nations don't undercut one another. Among those most likely to be affected are giants in the tech world, including Amazon, Google, Facebook and Apple. The tax proposal has been long in the making and comes just after reports showed that an Irish subsidiary of Microsoft paid zero corporation tax, despite securing $315 billion £222 billion profit last year. The firm was able to do so as it was a resident of Bermuda for tax purposes. The move has been heralded in many quarters, including by the UK's Chancellor Rishi Sunak, who claimed the deal would make the global tax system fit for the global digital age. But prior to the meeting, Ireland admitted it had significant reservations about the proposals, which were brought forward by US President Joe Biden. Their main concern was over the minimum corporate tax rate, as Ireland, which has a tax rate of 12.5%, has one of the lowest in the world. This has allowed firms such as Facebook and Google to make the European operations base in Ireland. If these go ahead, it is feared in Ireland the likes of US tech firms Apple, Microsoft and Google parent Alphabet could ditch Dublin and head elsewhere. One major concern for some is that these firms, the Telegraph reports, directly account for approximately 1 in 8 jobs in the economy. And Irish Finance Minister Paschal Donohoe admitted Ireland would resist the changes, particularly if they have an impact on the nation's ability to undercut its rivals. Speaking in April, Mr. Donohoe argued the proposals could see Ireland lose 20% of its tax revenues, and added that he would only support an agreement that allowed appropriate and acceptable tax competition. He did admit to having reservations about there being a minimum rate. Mr. Donohoe said Ireland would aim to retain its 12.5% tax rate, as he argued that smaller nations must be allowed to use lesser rates to compensate for advantages of scale. He added, I believe that small countries, and Ireland is one of them, need to be able to use tax policy as a legitimate lever to compensate for the real, material and persistent advantage enjoyed by larger countries. After the agreement was confirmed, the tech firms responded, including a spokesperson for Amazon, who said that an Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD) led process that creates a multilateral solution will help bring stability to the international tax system. They added, the agreement by the G7 marks a welcome step forward in the effort to achieve this goal. Its aim is to promote world trade, and more recently has been behind work on updating global tax rules. Sir Nick Clegg, Vice President for Global Affairs and Communications at Facebook, described the pact as a significant first step towards certainty for businesses and strengthening public confidence in the global tax system. A spokesperson for Google said, "We strongly support the work being done to update international tax rules. We hope countries continue to work together to ensure a balanced and durable agreement will be finalized soon."